What is going on, YouTube? Aserno Gaming here, back with another episode of A Guide to Ark. In the last episode, we got these three lovely birds here. We got Tony, Petunia, and Tina. Tony being a level 5, Petunia being a level 83, and Tina being a level 47. So we went over taming and how to do that with a very, very, very basic tutorial, I guess I would say, with dodos. Dodos being obviously one of the easiest tames you could possibly do. You literally just go up to them and you can punch them, you can knock them out with your trank arrows, your boomerang, I believe a whip, stone, if you have a slingshot, and all that kinds of fun stuff. I do apologize that it's been a while since I've done any kind of gaming as far as uploading of my Ark series on my guide to Ark. But, stuff does happen. I do apologize. I've been very busy recently with the holiday in the United States. And with, I was just in a Christmas parade today. Me being Sunday for me, but for you all, it would more, I don't know when this video will go live. But I want to thank you all first and foremost for all the support. Truly is appreciated knowing that there, truly is a blessing knowing that there are people out there willing to watch me play a video game. And I thank you all so very much for that. Obviously, if you enjoy this gaming video, make sure you hit the like button. If you enjoy gaming videos of any way, shape, or form, hit the subscribe button. And check out the links down in the description below for my Discord and all my social medias. The link in the top of the description for Madi, drinkmadi.com. They have healthy energy drinks over there, so if you want to get it back into energy drinks, but you don't feel like drinking all the stereotypical ones that are obviously bad for you, definitely check those out. They have 6 ingredients, and they're all very, very easy to find and understand exactly what they are. Mainly juice concentrates and some guayusa leaves, which is strictly used for the energy and such. Definitely check out the link in the bottom of the description for Zydex PCs. They have PCs starting at, gaming PCs starting at just $5.99 and going up from there. So you can definitely look into getting yourself a gaming PC if you want to start on a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel. Definitely check them out over there. They will build you the PC of your dreams. You definitely tell them exactly what you want. They'll definitely take care of you and hook you up. Sorry, I'm trying to remember exactly what I was doing. I can go with some hide. But Zydex has multiple financing options so you can get the gaming PC of your dreams for a little to no money up front. I will not lie, that does give me a little bit of kickback to me, but that is a way to support me and what I do on my channel without any extra on you. Definitely check out the links to my Patreon if you want to support me. Definitely check out the merch store as well. Holiday season right around the corner. What better way to show somebody that you care for them other than getting something with my logo on it? Trust me, I'm pretty sure you can find some other way to show them that you care for them. But hey, it definitely helps me out. But anyways, without me continuing to just go on and on and on, I think I'm not going to have enough. I want to do the compost bin, but I also want to do the feeding trough. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do in this here episode, but I think what I might look into doing is potentially some farming or some, I don't even know the other word I'm looking for. Some farming or a feeding trough and a little pen to keep me even more protected. So I'll just go and start with farming since that's the first thing I just learned how to do. So what you're going to need for farming, first and foremost, is a compost bin. So what the compost bin is actually takes poop, for lack of a better term, it takes poop. So it takes 3 poop and 50 thatch to make 1 fertilizer. That fertilizer is considered high quality fertilizer, and so what that does is actually helps your plants produce crops a lot quicker and a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and create me one of them there thingies. And I recommend, oh wow, let me get my food situated here. I would recommend getting one of these. I don't want to say as soon as you can, but it's definitely better to get it started sooner rather than later. Because the sooner that you can get compost, the sooner you can get fertilizer, the sooner you can get a farm set up, the sooner you can get crops, the sooner you can get tranks and narcotics and all kinds of fun stuff. So we got that set up. Now it takes a while. Oh, it doesn't show it on this one. So it takes a while for all of this to actually get into, turn into fertilizer. Now if you look into the S Plus mod, it actually tells you, shows you exactly how long it's going to take. But it does take some time. So that's why I said look into getting that set up and situated sooner rather than later. So, you know, you're all good to go. I do not think I can. And I just realized that's not going to be very beneficial right now. But I'm going to make it anyways. Stone and thatch. So I need thatch. And I need stone. Can grab some thatch over here. And obviously try to make sure you get into farming as soon as you can. Because the sooner you get your crops and plants and such planted, the sooner you can obviously start harvesting. My go-to would be narco berries first, because you're obviously going to need those for narcotics. That's going to be enough stone for right now. Why not? So I think I have enough to make it. Yep, I do. Obviously, you're going to need those narco berries for narcotics and to keep your dinos knocked out while you are taming them. Are you? You are not. So I always try to keep this as stocked as possible with poop. So I always have fertilizer going. So now, whenever you lay down a crop plot, well, I'll do this. I'll show you. So you have 3 different size crop plots. You have small, a medium, and a large. So small is going to be for any kind of berry. A medium you can use for, I want to say, berries and vegetables. I think the large is just you're going to get more and has more slots and such available and ready to go. Did I poop or did you poop? Or did inside poop? I think it was inside. So for starting out, you just need to worry, but you know, I would just recommend going with a smaller one. Ooh. And then one of the benefits of, as you can see right here with dodos. Oh, I never made a preserving bin. Oh, awkward. Alright, so sorry, I'm all over the place. Again, it's been a little bit since I've gotten into it. I will collect this poop. But anyways, yes, so one of the benefits of taming dodos, as you just saw right there, they drop eggs. That is going to be a benefit for any dino that you tame, obviously the female dinos. They will lay eggs. They will lay eggs faster if they are mate boosted, as you can see with the hearts. They are mate boosted, so they're all ready to go. And an egg, as you can see, the spoil timer is 7 days, virtually 8 days. So if I were to eat this, as you can, let me see if I can, yeah. So see my food right here is 57.3. If I were to eat this, it immediately goes up 77.5. So you're thinking probably looking at maybe 15, not 15, 25 health per. Yeah, 20. Can't talk. 25 food per dodo egg that you eat. So very beneficial for making sure that you are well stocked and well fed. So back to farming. So right here, as you can see, it's a small crop plot. See that 0 out of 10? That means that there are 10 slots available. 0 slots are being used. 5,000 out of 5,000, that's the health. You can view this on all things. The owner, the tribe of Aserno, that means that it is owned by my tribe. And the personal owner is Aserno. That's because I'm the one that placed it down. You have water 0 out of 200, and it says not irrigated. So a crop plot you need to irrigate, in order to actually use it. I'll give you 1 second here. All right. So it has to be irrigated in order for you to actually use it. So the obvious way to irrigate it is to get stone piping, and then you just have it to where it's going over top of this, and you have a tap pouring water onto it. Once I level up next, I will look into getting that stuff ready to go, and I'll show you exactly how to make those and exactly how to set it. Not fertilized means there's no fertilizer in it whatsoever, so the plant is slowly dying or it's not ready to be planted. Not seeded means that obviously there's no seed in there. If it were seeded, it would tell you what seed it is and what stage of life it is in. So you have seedling, fruitling, growling, I think, or fully grown. I can't remember exactly what all they are, but it'll tell you what stage it is. Greenhouse effect is something that you're going to look into later on in the game. So if you go here and if I type in greenhouse, you actually can build a greenhouse, and the more greenhouse stuff you have, like if you have an actual greenhouse where the foundations, the wall, the door frame, the door, the ceiling is all greenhouse stuff, then the greenhouse effect will obviously go up, and it will benefit you because it will help your crop plot and your plant grow faster, and you will gain more out of it. So, obviously the fertilizer, you can put poop directly in there. I don't. Okay, I pooped. So if I have poop on me right now, I have feces. So if I hit E to deposit human feces, I have 1,000 fertilizer in there. That obviously is not going to last very long, especially if I put a seed in there. So just keep in mind, again, you want to try to get this fertilizer going in the compost bin as fast as you can, especially if you want to try to get into farming and such. I know I didn't poop again. What's next? Oh yeah, level. We need a level. Can I... So obviously when you level, you'll figure out the easiest ways to level. I just view grinding, so you can either go and collect a bunch of resources. You can make things. Obviously you want to try to make things that are going to be beneficial to you. So for example, I would look at making like wooden walls and such, because here soon I'm going to want to look at making my base a little bit bigger. So but just going up and smacking a tree would do it. Can I not do... There we go. So this is your irrigation. So you have the intake, you have the intake pipe, the straight pipe, a tap, an intersection, an incline, and a vertical. So you can virtually do whatever you want. Only thing you're going to need right now is just the intake and a tap. The intake you need... Sorry, I'm listening. The intake you need in order to bring water into it. The tap is what you need in order to get water out of it. And then obviously you have a straight, an intersection, an incline, and a vertical. You can virtually put the water wherever you want. So for example, if I wanted the water to go directly into my base, then I could, put it to where it's going directly into my base. But I don't need that right now. So pipes, stone. What do I need? I need stone for that? Back off, Trike. What level are you? Level 40. What level are you, Turtle? Level 16. Go over here and get some more stone. There we go. Perfect. So now I can make an intake. Oh, not an intake, a tap. I'll show you exactly how to place them. Poop just disappear? I wanted that. Sorry, I keep hearing poop. I'm pretty sure it's my dodos. But obviously I want to get it. Obviously, the bigger the poop, the more fertilizer it's going to actually give off. As far as... I'll put it there. Why not? So notice how the pipe is blue. That means that there is water coming out of it. Or that it's attached to water. So if I hit my tap, see how there's water coming out of that? I can either go up and hit E to drink, or I can go up and I can put anything that has water, that carries water in it, and it will fill it up for me. So now if you look, it says that it is irrigated 200 out of 200. So it is all good to go. It's got 1,000 fertilizers. So all I would need now is a seed. I don't think I have any seeds in the house. So you would just collect seeds just by doing this. Just collecting berries. I got an azulberry seed, but I do not want that. I want narcoberry seeds. I want narcoberry. I want narcoberry seed. See, I just got azulberry seeds. Obviously, it can take some time to get the seed that you want. A stemberry seed. It's a lot easier if you have a herbivore that collects berries, because you can just ride that around and smack your bushes and such. Tinterberry seed. And it will collect a ton of seeds and berries. My goodness. Of course, the one seed that I want, it's not going to give me. Don't want stemberry seeds. I don't want azulberry seeds. I want narcoberry seeds. Don't want tinterberry seeds. I want a narcoberry seed. And as you can see, like I said, it takes a little bit of time, especially now that I want to show you. What level are you, dude? I want to see what level you are. Level 16? If you watch any of my other ARC videos, you'll know that I'm very particular about what level I want. Got a mejoberry seed. That will come in handy later on down the line when I have more crop plots. What my wife and I tend to do, starting off, is you want to have a narcoberry seed planted and a mejoberry seed planted. Mejoberry tends to be the preferred berry for a lot, if not all, herbivores. I can't say all. I think there are some that prefer a couple other ones, and then I think there are a bunch that prefer vegetables. I think I can't remember if it's I don't think it's the lamb. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're just going to just kind of leave it as it is. And go with it. Actually, I will eat these. Fun fact, you can actually eat berry seeds and it will give you food. I don't think it doesn't give you a ton of food, but it'll give you food. So I will show you how to plant a berry using a berry seed that I don't necessarily want to plant. But just for demonstration purposes. So I will plant this. See how it says crop mejoberry seed seedling. Oh, I did poop. So, and my fertilizer will be dropping quickly because it is, and attempting to grow. And as you can see, I'll take that off. Right under the tap, you see that little green sprout. So that means it is a seedling and it is going to slowly start to grow. Now you do have to keep that filled with fertilizer. Excuse me. You do have to keep that filled with fertilizer in order for it to continue growing. So definitely keep that in mind. Again, this is one of the reasons why I say make sure you get keep your compost bin as stocked as possible with poop and thatch, so you are constantly making fertilizer. Do also want to see. Do not have enough for the feeding trough. Dang it. I do need a preserving bin, though, so we'll make a preserving bin. Stone. Of course I need stone. I don't think I have... Got 2. Can I not take you? I tend to keep a bunch of stuff, as you can see. Stone. These water rocks will actually give you metal. Not a lot, but enough to get you started. So I will... Fiber. Ooh, look, I have just enough. No. Alright, so I'm thinking right there. Perfect. Now I need spark powder in order to keep that going. Spark powder is used for, you can use it for fires to keep things lit, refining forges, torches. The main purpose, though, is to use them on preserving bins to keep the preserving bin preserving. It almost acts like a primitive refrigerator. So obviously your refrigerator will not work without electricity. Your preserving bin will not work without spark powder. So just collect a little stone. Spark powder is one of those things where it can easily be made, and the materials to make it are easily harvestable because it's literally just stone and flint. So obviously you can get stone and flint like immediately right when you first start playing the game. So over here. And so see how it says 30? That means it'll double. So it'll give me 60. So I'll get maybe 75 out of this, if that. Right, so I leveled up. Oh wait. So the next thing I want to personally learn, I definitely want to learn trank arrows. I want to learn a feeding trough. I want to learn that, but I can hold off on that for now. I definitely want to learn those. Trank arrow. So feeding trough is exactly how it sounds. It is a trough for feeding. So I'm going to go ahead and deposit these to that. Come back in here. Get my spark powder. That in there. I can hold off on my berries. So I'm going to make a feeding trough. Fiber, metal, thatch, wood. Fiber. Think. How much wood do I need? I need more. Thatch and wood. So I need more thatch, more wood. So let's go play with the tree, shall we? So again, you always want to make sure you're keeping yourself busy, whether that be collecting, taming, or I guess harvesting. Do I have enough now? Have enough wood? I do not have enough wood. Get thatch. Should get some wood while I'm collecting thatch. I believe, yep, that's enough. You always want to keep yourself busy. So at that point, you're always gaining XP. You're always leveling. And you're always going in the right direction. Alright, so feeding trough. Put that back here. Now, once you place your feeding trough down, you'll see above all my dodos' names, there is a little feeding trough icon, right? You know, and kind of inside the heart. So that means that they are attached, so to speak, to that feeding trough. They are eating off of that feeding trough. So I'm just going to throw like all of my berries, except for my narco, my stem, in this feeding trough. So I do not have to keep berries on my dinos anymore. They're just automatically going to eat the berries on the feeding trough. Alright, let me take a look here. So ultimately what my plan potentially is if I'm not mistaken, sorry, this is the map from my online play with my wife. I'm curious as to why my map looks like that now. Anyways, so my goal is to kind of like wall this off, this whole little section here. I kind of want to keep that so I can put it in my crop plot. And my goal is to wall this off, all of it. I also want to be smart though, so I think this might be a Sarco spawn. So definitely do not want to mess with the Sarco. This thing's very territorial. You want to try to like wall off a good section of this beach. So I believe this is just a little island. And this would be my little island. So you always want to make sure that whenever you do a base, you've got ample amount of space for any and all dinos that you're going to tame. You're around the proper resources. That's going to be food, that's going to be water, that's going to be as you progress further in your leveling and your armor and weapons, it's going to be metal. You want to definitely make sure that you're going to be able to come back and be safe while you are at your little base. And you definitely want to make sure that you're walled off, so to speak, from the elements. So I'm planning on, you know, at first just kind of sticking to this little hut, maybe walling it off potentially to this rock and just going around. But as I progress, I want to slowly move into maybe my base being under this thing. That's kind of cool looking. Then walling most of this island, if not the entire island off. So at that point, I'm going to have more than enough room and space for all of the dinos that I plan on taming. I'm going to have more than enough room, you know, to stretch my legs, so to speak. You know, I've got water surrounding my entire thing. I will have more than enough space for my crops to grow. You know, I can put my flowers on top of there. You definitely want to be thinking ahead, you know, when you go to find the right base location. But just to recap, so far what we've done so far, we've learned about taming, we've learned about harvesting, we've learned about base building, we've learned about the like the UI and all that kinds of fun stuff. So you're definitely getting a feel for how the game is. I've showed you all kind of how I progress through my Ingram, so just pay attention to that. How I progress through my stats, so pay attention to that. This is how I personally like to play, but ultimately you play exactly how you want to play, because you know your playstyle better than I do. We've showed off. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and put this in here while I'm in here. We showed off the preserving bin, kinda. Again, it's like a primitive refrigerator. You put your stuff in there and it'll keep it and it'll hold it. We showed how to make spark powder. We've talked about the importance of feces, poop, and dodo eggs. Talked about the importance of fertilizer and why you need to maintain it in your crop plots. What is that? I think it's a Phiomia. We talked about the compost bin and the feeding trough and why they are also important. And base location. It's always about location, location, location. So I hope you all enjoyed, and if you enjoyed, definitely leave a like on this video. If you enjoy my gaming videos, if you want to see more, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those in the comments down below. If there's anything in particular that you want to see me do and explain and do a little tutorial on regarding ARK, definitely leave those in the comments below. I try to read all the comments and reply to the ones I think need to be replied to. But I do ask that you remember that we try to be a family here, so please do try to keep it family friendly. Again, check out all the links in the description as far as for my Discord, my social media, and all that fun stuff. There are a couple links down there for my clan if you want to check out my clan, and all the sponsors associated with the clan as well. And there's a couple of discount codes down there. Just check out all the links down there. Check out the description. There's a bunch of fun stuff and useful information down there. But above all else, try to have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.